Wait, yes. No. Perhaps.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I was just sort of paranoid that I accidentally overwrote the other game we did today.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah.
Anyhow, welcome back to a Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII, one of my most favorite games.
Despite you protesting against turn-based RPGs as an outdated concept.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's so many, like, that's, to me, like, that's why they're doing the remake, and they're not doing it, like, turn-based. They're doing it more live action. Or I don't know what.
Live action.
I don't.
Right.
I don't know what the right word would be or the right term.
Starring Matt Damon as Cloud Strife.
Matt Damon's too old.
That's the joke.
Oh.
He looks nothing like Cloud Strife. Imagine him in its like a stupid blonde wig piled 5 feet up.
I saw a kid on the bus today who totally had anime hair and was jealous. But I think I'm not sure about this. I think these two actually do this.
Are they gay?
No, no, it's a boy and a girl, I think.
Are they gay?
Yeah, sure, they're gay. I think they just killed themselves.
No.
Well,
Huff and wheeze sort of means that they're living right now. Oh,
yeah.
I propose, since we didn't do this for the other ones,
yeah,
that every time we say like, I get to slap you in the leg, and you get to slap me in the leg.
Oh, okay.
I did not in the face. Those are our money makers, despite us being an audio-only commentary.
It's the moneymaker for one of us, I think. Mine's... They can't see you do this.
God damn it. I was sort of proposing we do video cameras. Or not proposing, but wishing, I suppose.
Right.
Just because a lot of the shit I do is, you know, is strictly visual. A lot of body language stuff. And
it doesn't come across.
Yeah, the problem is you just hear silence coming from my end, and then you always have to remind me that they can't see
what you're doing.
Anyway, so what are you doing right now?
Okay, so before I was blowing up the reactor to Sector 8, the whole idea being that there was the Shinra Electric Company who became a giant corporation that then took over the world. The whole thing is meant to be like a metaphor for nuclear energy. In this case, it's named Mako. And Cloud is a former member of Soldier who joined Avalanche to help take out the reactor and try to take Shinra Corporation down a peg.
Fingerbag's got a potty mouth.
And so I finished that first mission, and now we're headed over to the Sector 5 reactor to try to blow it up. Doing like the same thing.
So the entire game is just blowing up reactors, huh?
Yep. That's the whole idea that's put across. That's not true. It's being facetious.
Oh yeah, no, I love making broad generalizations because it's amazing how quickly it can make people stew in their own anger.
Just not right at all. Final Fantasy VII is just a more complex game.
Nope, the whole thing's just blowing up reactors.
Yeah.
Fun bags.
I don't know. It's funny how long it took us for the debilitation.
Debilitation.
The deliberations.
Debilitating?
Yeah. For finger bang, but fun bags. Instantaneous.
So I'm gonna do some stuff that's gonna try to get the maximum number of items. Hopefully I don't fuck it up as I do it, just because I'm no longer using the what are these things called?
Analog sticks.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm using the D-pad.
Apparently you can't use, if you're playing on a PS2 or a PS3 Final Fantasy VII, obviously since you have the option to switch to 720p HD, we're doing this on a PS3, and as you saw from the options menu, no doubt.
This menu?
Yes. Simply because, strangely enough, our capture card, when we capture PlayStation 2 games for the PS1, or PS1 games on the PS2, it does this strange scroll where
Does it still do that?
Oh yeah.
You checked it out?
What happens is the video...
Oops, I fucked up.
I'm not gonna try and fuck this up, guys. Oops.
It's okay, it's only a Phoenix down.
Anyways, this entire screen will scroll up and down, making it impossible to watch.
Yeah, it fucks with the behold.
So, yeah, that's what it is. And so we always do it on the PS3, but it makes our capture like 4 times as big. Anyways, playing on the PS2 or PS3, you don't have the options for analog sticks because this game was developed before analog sticks were actually in place for any PlayStation 1 games. This is when the original PlayStation controller came out that had nothing but a D-pad for direction. I don't know, it's just sort of an interesting tidbit.
Shit.
Fuck up again.
I don't know what happened there. He's the guy who I was trying to talk to. He's supposed to steal an item from me, but he didn't? Maybe I don't have the item he was trying to steal? I don't know, that's weird. In the very first train car, you're supposed to run back and talk to the guy on the right, and he'll give you a Phoenix down. But I fucked
What's
that
a Phoenix down?
It revives a character who's died in combat.
Wouldn't that be a Phoenix up?
Phoenix down is in like the down of a feather from a phoenix. Not
down?
Yeah, down feathers. It's
Right,
like
you're
like a
ornithologist.
down, like a yes, like a down pillow that's made out of goose down or.
Never heard of that.
You've never heard that before? That's weird.
No, this isn't 1867. We don't have pillows made out of goose feathers.
I
anymore.
do.
You also have bamboo sheets. I mean, you're sort of unconventional in your
It's
sleeping
true.
arrangements.
I used to. They tore too much, so I got sateen.
It's sort of strange that you just know that what material you think you're sitting in right now.
Probably it's
Polyester. Polyurethane.
it's probably some plastic product.
C6H12. Yes.
No, like because goose down pillows, they have feathers sticking out of them and shit, and they're nice and soft. But I
Well,
don't
yeah,
really
most
like them
people
all
just
that
refer
much.
to those as feather pillows.
Right, but you don't want just giant fucking feathers. You want the smaller feathers. which is
Ostrich feathers.
just a giant pokey ass.
Yeah, you just
pillow.
poke the shit out of you. Oh, you just cut the stems. It's just like an orange.
Oranges have stems.
They come from trees.
Oh, fair enough. Orange bush.
Yeah, I like how you know about
Oh, okay.
goose down pillows, but you don't know that oranges have stems. You just have like such a strange brain. It's fascinating.
Sorry,
Just what information you choose to keep and what you choose to discard is just absolutely mind-boggling.
I accidentally skipped over one of my favorite lines where Barrett jumps off the train and goes, "Everything's going according to plan," even though they had to escape off the train to avoid getting the ID check and everything. So, unfortunately, there's an item here that I wanted to get that I don't have steel, so I have to just fight them until they drop it. And the item that drops is one that I can actually use on the last boss. I know this isn't a speed run, so I'm not going to fight the last boss for, I don't know, 40, 50 hours. But
We're gonna have that many parts. Woo!
Well, I
if
mean-
we're doing this once a week,
I mean, it's supposed to be a true Let's Play.
I know, but if we're doing this once a week, that's gonna take us
It'll be
over a
Yeah,
year.
it'll be a year to do it.
Unless we, start doubling up and do 2 hours at a time or something, which isn't far from
Right, it's something we might
too much of a
discuss.
stretch.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of farming here, so some material might get cut out just because I need to get a certain item. Unless I'm extraordinarily lucky and get it in this fight. Because these guys drop spider web, which when you cast on an enemy, it causes them to have slow. And one of the last bosses...
Wait, that's Tifa's attack is just a couple of kicks?
Yeah, she punches and kicks.
It looked like she just sort of, nudged her foot in the general direction. That's it.
I'm surprised.
Pansy ass attack. See, look at that. Yeah,
She
pansy.
punches and kicks.
Yeah.
Well, not everybody has a giant ass sword they can just fling around.
The size of her clown feet. She could totally stomp their asses.
Which is
Fun bags in her clown feet.
I'd have laughed my ass off if I actually got the item.
It's always the extremes, and whenever it's recorded, it's either it takes 5 million years or it happens immediately.
Right. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and do exchange. This is what I was looking for the other day that I completely missed. Or does he already? Oh yeah, he already has fire, so I'll put that there.
That Fingerbang had restore.
He does, but he has restore on all.
Yeah.
I just swapped it so that he has fire on all. So
So does that mean he burns everyone? Like including his party members?
No,
Oh
no.
wait, slap me. Ow.
Too hard?
Well, is that word off limits even for similes?
No, if you're using a simile, you have to use the word like or as, don't you?
Or as? You could use as.
That's as stupid as a mule.
As.
See, now I want to hear someone using as the way Californians use like. Oh, come on. That was a quote. Okay, there's a weird bug I think that's present in this game because the same thing happened on the PC version that I've been playing. If they use rocket launcher, they will always attack Tifa. I've never seen them use rocket launcher on any other character. So
Are you sure? Maybe it's intentional.
Why? Why would it be intentional?
I don't know, but
They're fun bag seeking missiles
we seek out tits like most men, you know.
to explode all over her chest.
When I was playing Stick of Truth, Butter's companion perk is that enemies are twice as likely to hit him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he's great for cannon fodder, but and he's also healed. But
that.
I mean, there are. I don't know. It probably is a bug. I don't know. But maybe she just has, you know, warm breasts. And that's what the heat-seeking missiles hone on, you know?
Right. They go after it.
The gentle warmth of a mother's fun bags.
I'm going to fight these guys once just to show that you can do this. If you run over here, you can fight these guys infinitely. They'll just keep spawning and coming to fight you.
I'm guessing you've grinded in this area.
Yep. If there's a place to grind in this game, I have done so.
You're as a whore in the club.
Oh, that looks so weird. I wonder what frame rate this is going at.
That always is an interesting question, because emulation sometimes means that you can go past frame rates that... or past frame rates past what the developers intended, so there could be certain UI issues or...
Well, according to the speedrun I've watched of this game, the one for the PC is supposed to be able to do 60 FPS. The problem is that it only does it in tutorial cutscenes that go on within the menu.
Oh,
and that's it.
Weird.
Everything else is sub 60. See, it gives me a moment to... See, I can run away or I can stay here and fight, so I'm just going to run. I was just showing that off. That you can farm there. Well, it's a place that you can farm early on, that you can get grenades, you can get somewhat good experience and good gil. Oh my god, I'm just gonna keep running into these fuckers. Aren't I?
Chief is gonna tank it all.
Right? So let me
like
know.
A champ. So are these the guys that you need to get the item from?
Yes. If you see here, one of the first things that these guys do is they cast Silk, which causes slow, and so they drop an item called Spider Web, which causes slow on an enemy when I use it. And like I said, I can use that item on the last boss. Here's a little... Oh no, that's weird. They fixed it on here too. It used to be a bug where you could do it at least on the PS1. If you hit, like, paused it... If you hit pause fast enough, it would slow down that scrolling, and so you could hit the bonus every time. The same thing occurs later on when there's like a roulette. Yeah, when there's a when there's a roulette wheel for items.
Did you say it twice?
I think I just did it once.
Okay.
I only said it like one time. It's a quote.
We never said quotes. We're off limits.
Every time you hear me say it, I'm quoting the Valley Girl.
I just...
You heard it so much when you were editing?
Yeah, I heard it so fucking much when I was editing all of these past videos. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if we've escalated our usage or I've just become self-aware of it.
I think what it might be is that you're around someone who does it, and so you do it more, and we just build off of each other doing it. So as soon as one person does it, the other person is more prone to do it.
Is simile escalation?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That's the scientific term.
Escalation. I'm sorry that I'm farming for this. It's just a good thing to get. But I'm trying to do it
Well, I
smarter.
mean, we're probably gonna be all cutting this out anyways.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully you'll get lucky. And nope. Ah, well, it's good for me. Well, yeah, they borrowed the item scheme from Final
Yeah, I
Fantasy
know.
for sure.
That's why I thought materia was in Kingdom Hearts, but
Oh, good, I got it.
oh, you
There
got
we
it,
go.
right?
Fucking perfect. All I need is the one, too.
Bibbity boop.
Fantastic. Let me change those settings real quick. Let me see, how many ethers do I have? I think I sold. Okay, I have one. Fantastic.
Yeah, I remember you saying, "Oh, I don't need these."
I
Sold
didn't
them
think
off.
I would. I didn't think I would need them. Wow, I got that a lot sooner than I thought I would. Let me
That's
do
good.
Configuration. Let's turn up the battle speed just a tinkle bit.
Tinkle bit.
Just a tinkle bit. Okay, there we go. All right. I might run into him one or two more times because there's a few screens I have to go through.
Remember not to hold back with my leg slaps. I know.
Right.
We're going in the paint here.
Go into the paint. Go ahead and use this.
Why don't you just run away?
Oh, they finally attacked someone else.
There you go.
I've
It's
never
just
seen that before.
Just a very high likelihood that
Apparently.
Tifa gets attacked. Or I'm sorry, fun bags.
Oh look, now they're just sticking to Omniphallus. That's weird.
Maybe they just only attack one person.
Yeah, that might be what it is, and for whatever reason, more often than not, it picks Tifa
Yeah.
or fun bags. Yeah, I think you're right. It just one target gets picked, and they just only attack that target. I'm gonna try to get through this area without using Cloud's limit break, because I want to use it on the boss fight. It's also good to farm just because you get more limit breaks as well. I have a tent, I believe. We can use that at some point. Or there's also a section that I get all my shit back. I think it might be after here. Because there's some sections in the game where you'll go through a scene like this, and you'll get all your health and magic and shit.
Sort of
back.
weird that they cut off the text box on
Yeah,
the left.
I know. The same problem happened with the PC. I guess there's just a resolution error in this section or something.
Huh.
I don't know what happened. The same thing happened to the PC. I pointed it out and thought that I had like wrong
Yeah,
size
yeah,
or
right.
something.
It was just that they didn't optimize it correctly for the PC, or port it, I mean.
Right.
Well, there you go. There's your ether.
Well, most of the ones I'm gonna find, I'm gonna end up selling. That's why I'm gonna steal a bunch later. Because the game is nice enough that you really, unless you're intentionally farming, as I was doing, you really don't use those items too much. Because you can tend to space them out between fights and everything.
Yeah, I when I look back on my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts, I don't remember ever using items that frequently.
I really only used them during really tough boss fights, and
Right,
the ones
me
that are
too.
like notorious for being.
Yeah, like the. I said not to hold back.
I'm
damn it.
sorry, I didn't wind up enough. The Ice Titan and Sephiroth. Those are
Oh.
the ones I normally used them on.
The one I used it on was the boss battle in the secret boss battle in Agrabah. That one was a
Oh yeah.
fucking difficult
What is his
one.
name? It's.
I'm gonna
they-
look it up right now.
They named it. It was from a guy who won a contest to get a boss or a character named after him, and it had a really cool name. Oh God, make that stop.
Goddamn ads. It's Kurt Ziza.
Yeah, Kurt Ziza.
Yeah, that was a fun boss battle, but damn wasn't hard. Damn, it was fucking hard.
Damn, wasn't hard.
Damn was it hard.
There you go. Who was the one that doomed you? There's a lot of tough boss fights in Kingdom
I think
Hearts.
isn't that the one in Neverland?
Yeah, it's in Neverland because you have to use the clock to fight against it.
Yeah,
there's-
we had to stop.
Right.
Stop.
But I don't. Is there ever a clue that you're supposed to do that? You're just supposed to figure it out.
I think you're just supposed to figure it out. I don't remember if I looked it up
Dickish.
online or not.
I I might have, but I played it before I really had access to a computer, I think.
Yeah, me
At
too.
least steadily. Regularly? Whichever word works best. Yeah, Barrett's almost out of magic.
Gasp.
Lagarsp. I'm glad I didn't have to farm nearly as long as I thought I was going to.
Then we should all be happy then. You doing this long play makes me want to play my own long play.
Oh yeah? Which one would you want to do?
I don't know. So I'd have to think about it.
Well, figure it out.
It would have to be a game that... I was thinking sort of the Ratchet and Clank series.
Those aren't really that long, though, I thought.
That's what I'm saying. A series.
Oh, a series. Okay.
I was thinking of doing 1 through 3, you know?
What are those called again? One of them is just Ratchet and Clank, isn't it?
It's the original, then Ratchet and Clank going commando, and then Ratchet and Clank up your arsenal.
Up your arsenal, right.
Just a game that I know through and through, just like you know. God damn it. Just as you know.
Kind of slapped your hand.
I know, right?
You're going for the high five. Low five.
Yes. Just as you know this game.
Gotcha. I probably know the Ratchet and Clanks because I've fucking farmed in those to get the Rhino and all that shit.
I'm just trying to think of a game that I know that you don't, so it'd be more fresh for you for commentary's sake.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point. There's probably a few of them. You know what you could do? You could probably do the Uncharted series. I've never played any. No, you're done with it.
Oh yeah.
I've never played it in the Uncharted series. That's why I was going to recommend it. I did recommend it.
It's not that fun to watch, really.
Isn't it the whole idea of it being a cinematic game? So is that why it's lost if it were to be shown? I'm confused.
I don't know. I just don't really want to play it.
Okay.
I'll have to give that a thought, though. Or maybe even 2.
A thought or 2? A thought occurs. Trust me, it makes sense why I'm keeping that limit break and why I wish Barrett would get his. Come on. It makes it a lot easier when you get a materia called...
His limit meter doesn't seem that close.
No, it's not. He has to get attacked quite a bit, so I might try to fight something before I go and fight that boss. Nice.
Wait, so... I thought limit breaks had to do with you doling out hits. It actually has to do with you taking hits?
Yes, you have to get hit to build your limit break. I was just about to say, the easier way to start getting your limit break up, there's two things you can do. One of them is there's a materia called cover, where if you have it equipped at the base level, it gives you a 20% chance to take someone else's hit for them, and the more you use it, the higher that percentage goes. And then there's an item called hyper, which gives you a status effect that you're more likely to miss, but your limit speed goes up twice as fast.
Huh.
And on my version, that's what I did for Cloud, because the way that you get new limit breaks is by killing enemies, which you kind of do just playing through the game, but you also have to use your limits to get more.
Right. I think that's sort of how the special abilities work in one of the only turn-based RPGs. It was basically a Final Fantasy clone. It was the Lord of the Rings Third Age game.
That was a
turn-based RPG. Yeah.
Really, that's interesting. All the ones that I've played are adventure games where you run around and have to get really ridiculously high combos to do well in that. You know which ones those are? Where you run around and you're killing orcs and everyone.
Those are just the Lord of the Rings games, the licensed games that came out with the movie. So
right.
Two Towers, Return of the King.
Yeah, those ones are fucking crazy difficult.
I was able to beat them.
Well, no, it wasn't a matter of beating them. It was getting the highest grades. You have to constantly be killing people without getting hit and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, in order to,
you
have to build up
rock...
a perfect meter in order to start chaining perfects.
And isn't it like ropes? Isn't it basically rock paper scissors?
For
the combat, like this, I just keep doing it. This attack is synonymous to rock, This one is synonymous to paper. This one is synonymous to scissors, and different ones counter different ones.
No.
No?
It's more just button mashing, attack and heavy attack, and then you buy combos later on with those attacks.
Okay.
As if XXY.
Okay.
To do, I think, Orc Hewer. That's my bread and butter in that game was Orc Hewer, just XXY over
Orc
and
Hewer?
over.
Oh yeah, I think my friend who gets Orc Hewer?
All of them.
Oh, okay. I think that was the one my friend figured out and just spammed that one, and I was just shitty and died a lot.
Yeah, it builds up your perfect meter quite well, and it also does quite a bit of damage, and it has nice range.
Gotcha.
It's an all-around great attack.
It's the perfect thing to use.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to get his limit break. Oh well. Getting clouds will be enough to show off what I'll be doing. Well, maybe he will. Yeah. Well, no, he's only getting 4 damage done to him. Why can't you hit Barrett like that?
Oh yeah, I see it just incrementally going
Yeah,
up.
just up a little bit at a time. I can take fire off of that. Just walk it around. Good, they leveled up. I'm telling you, the music in this is fantastic. They can't see you playing it with your hands, but the music in this is fantastic.
So, this always triggers my OCD. I try and have party members level up perfectly in synchronization. And
Good luck with this one.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you get fun bags 3 levels below what you got her as you were, as Cloud and Barrett were at. So,
and I think that's fixed in the game. Like, fixed as in it's unchanging. That she
right.
is
So she's always lower.
Yeah, she's always a few levels lower.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
what sort of cheeses
I'm pretty
me
sure
off.
on mine I leveled Cloud up and Barrett.
What the
up.
fuck just happened?
He's remembering this.
Oh, non-flashback.
Yep. Essentially.
Bing bang bang.
Daddy Mao.
Bing Mao.
This is a flashback, obviously, to his past, because that's a younger fun bags.
Right, he's Robert De Niro in The Deer Hunter.
Gosh. We just really like cynical films, don't we?
I actually haven't seen that one.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I've heard it referenced so much.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth seeing.
Yeah, I know.
That's one that we'll talk about. We'll watch The Deer Hunter again.
I heard it's not as bad as Requiem for a Dream.
No, Jesus Christ.
That's a movie I'm never going to see because I just don't know if I'm emotionally ready for it.
That's a movie you watch once, and even if you think to yourself, I could watch that again, it definitely won't be then. It'll be much later that you'll go, okay, maybe I can watch it again.
My emotional anus is ready.
I don't know if I'm ready again to be hurt like that. In the PC version, there's 20 different slots to save to. It's ridiculous.
Should be an infinite amount.
Ideally, right?
Well, I mean, it should only be limited by your hard drive space. That's how it is in...
Hopefully we don't...
I know I shouldn't be referencing it, but Fallout 4. I made so many goddamn saves for that.
See, maybe that's why you're having that problem. Although, yeah, I did the same thing. Almost any time I go to save, it's a new save. Because I did lots of weird shit, so why not update?
Well, I did it for missable stuff, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I didn't want to have to replay the entire game to do all the quest lines, so I just made saves at different junctures
That's
so
smart.
I could... So yeah, I just recently, just 2 days ago, did the Brotherhood of Steel quest line in the...
Oh, really? That was one of the first ones that I did.
Oh no, I did the Railroad.
First?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I didn't agree with the Brotherhood of Steel's philosophy.
I would. I'd be a brother so fast. Get your filthy hands off my technology. It's mine, you fuckers.
You also believe in murdering synths. And you're always the one spouting how we should try and be equitable with AI as soon as it becomes sentient.
Right?
So that sort of just goes against the grain for your beliefs.
No, I like the Underground because for them it was all about protecting these people who...
That's why I sided with the Railroad.
Oh, they go counter to each other? Uh-oh.
Have you still not beaten the game?
Nope.
Holy shit.
I don't progress story mode when I play Fallout. I explore the entire world, and then I go, all right, I follow the story now.
Well, I did mostly as well. I didn't explore every inch.
I've put 100+ hours in that game. I still have yet to meet Nick Valentine, if that's his name. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yep, still haven't met him yet.
My hat's off to you, my good man. I took off my hat. I'm putting it back on now.
I don't get hat wearing.
Have to provide closed captioning for each.
Puts hat on.
Takes hat off. Puts hat back on.
Now here's a good question. Oh cool, that was well done. Will poison build his limit break? I don't think it will. Oh, I'll see here in a little bit. I thought I don't think it did. I think poison works differently in this one than it does in other ones.
Is it a debuff and not an actual damage?
No, it does damage to him.
No, look at his limit break went up.
Oh, he actually got hit.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. No, the reason I ask is because... Wait. Oh, no, I was saying is that the damage is like in other... Oh, shit. In Final Fantasy IX, it's constantly draining your health. Even if you pop open the disc cover, if you're playing on a PS1, their health still goes down.
Really?
Yep. It like
that's how it is in Pokemon.
Right. So, but in this, it's incremental damage.
Does cure also cure status effects?
No, but most status effects go away after the fight. So he's no longer poisoned. There are a few that carry over. That's not one of them. They were nice in this one. In other Final Fantasies, that is not the case. You continue to get damaged as you move.
Yeah, that's how I remember it being.
That's how it is in Pokemon. I think it's that way in 3 or 6, whichever version you're playing.
Oh yeah,
every couple of steps.
The asynchronous Japanese and Western releases.
Right.
And that's a whole mess. I just still don't understand.
Well, this game was actually supposed to be released on the Nintendo 64, but the game was so big it couldn't be captured onto a single card. And that was one of the reasons
later
why...
in the lifespan, they probably would have found a way.
Probably.
They found a way to port Resident Evil 2 to the N64. They could find a way to port this.
Right. So it could have in its later lifetime, but when
this
game
not
was ready,
that early.
Right, but when this game was ready to be released, it was not.
That must have been a coding nightmare then. So, how far into the development did they make that switch?
I'm not sure. I don't think it was too far along. That it would have been ridiculous.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm waiting for Barrett to get his attack because he doesn't have his limit break yet, but Tifa has hers, and I'm trying to save it for the boss fight, which is
so. What
just
are you
about to
skipping
show
your
up.
turn?
Yeah, if you hit triangle, see the active time bar when it fills up, you hit triangle and it moves on to another person.
Okay.
But 2 out of 3 people have their limit breaks. But I think when I go into this fight, there'll be an attack that will give me his limit break, so I'm fine here. Here's a stupid little mini game you have to do. It's not that much of a mini game. You push one button. Oh, really?
That looked pretty simultaneous to
right?
me.
And there's no cue. You just hit this and then there we go. There's no sound, there's no visual cue. The only visual cue you get is them raising their hands, but if you wait for that, you're too late and you miss.
That's stupid.
It is. It is very dumb.
So what, do you have to hit 3 buttons at once for all of them, or do you only control one?
You only control Cloud.
Okay.
They do it automatically and they'll nail it every time.
Yeah.
There's probably supposed to be
Come on, Cloud, you're fucking it up again.
Right? Duh, what's wrong, guys? I want to go through the door. I think he's been hitting the head too many times. I don't like this Shinra.
Nom wasn't good to him.
Why is it always Nom? That's what we should have done. Just had the Asians fight against each other.
That's what they did in North and South Korea.
Right? Here we go. This should work out pretty well. When I was trying to do this on the PC, totally fucked it up.
Why?
You'll see here in a moment.
Perhaps the better question is how.
I waited too long to attack. So this boss has a special... Well, you'll see him here in a minute.
Oh no.
Look,
it's a man in a suit with a pregnant front butt.
It's the president of Shinra. He came here himself.
Oh my god, is that one eye? Is he a Cyclops?
No,
oh,
it's 2.
Look at that. It looks like it's one eye.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah,
He looks
The
like a
blues-
Cyclops.
The whites are his eyes,
Yeah,
not the
exactly.
white, the pupil and the white.
And
I
the
get what you're
negative
saying.
space in between the eyes looks like a pupil.
You're gonna have to zoom in on that one. just make it giant and all pixelated and aliasy. My name was Omniphallus.
Pregnant front butt Cyclops. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that was a very good ruler, but you know,
President
Apparently he-
Cyclops.
apparently
there's
he
a
rules
name.
the world. So.
Can I change his name? Can it be the
Yeah.
front butt Cyclops
Front
company?
butt Cyclops. FBC for short.
Front butt Cyclops. Oh look, it's a new group. Vermin.
Vermin. Yalshinrar.
So
Yalshinrar.
yeah,
vermin.
he speaks in Ebonics and they translate it.
So
horribly.
shut up.
So shut up. Most people call him Mr. T.
I could tell.
Wit you yet? What's
If you could actually read a lot of his lines as a lower class Brit. What with that?
just read him as a chav?
Yeah.
The funny thing is
The
in
Cockney
this
accent.
version they keep the word shit. In the CD version they edit out shit.
No CD version.
I'm sorry, the PC version.
Yeah,
Thinking two letters
we
there.
are on a CD.
We're on a CD version.
Unless they made this for the Sega CD as well.
Yep. This is... Wait, what is this? Is this 64 bits? It is, right?
I think it's 32.
32? Well, then it should have played on the Saturn. Cause the
I'm
Saturn
actually
was
not
32.
sure. I'm obviously the N64 was 64 bits, but
Right.
I'm gonna look that up right now. Actually.
Maybe it could have been both. Okay, so the way that this boss works is that any damage done to his back does 5 times the damage. And since the fight always works out this way, it's better if you get them to use their limits. Oh, I fucked it up. Oh, see, I fucked it up already.
Nice.
Well, we'll see, because Barrett will get his, and Cloud will actually get his off appropriately. Oh, no, it hit Tifa. Never mind. Or Fun Bags, rather.
Yeah, actually, it's 32 bits.
Oh, okay. So it could have been played on the Sega Saturn. Yeah, so this should do 5 times the amount of damage.
Sega Saturn and Sega
Yep, there
CD
you go.
aren't the same.
And then he'll turn around. Well,
Wait,
Barrett
why are
did-
you on the opposite side? Is this how the fight was started?
yeah.
I wasn't looking when you...
There was on that T-junction that we're at.
Right.
Now hit Barrett. I don't think it's gonna...
You can tell he's contemplating the decision
right.
quite strongly. Is he wearing a mustache?
Wearing a mustache. I don't
It was
think
like
so.
painted
I
onto
mean-
his faceplate.
Oh, I got you. It's a robot. I don't think it... Okay, so now this should make him turn around. Well, hopefully nobody dies. Oh, Oh, okay. I thought he hit himself
Can't
for a
really
minute.
tell what he's doing.
Oh, nope. All right. I just have to use this. I already fucked it up. Hopefully nobody dies. Because we do
I don't
get
know.
experience with
Funbags
it.
is getting close to the edge.
So the way this was supposed to work is that he does... Oh, no. Wait. It did hit his... That
What?
was weird.
Ah, yeah.
It turned... That was weird as shit. It turned him around even though he could not turn. Well, it worked out in the long run. That's
No
exactly,
shit. That was a quick fight.
That's exactly what I was supposed to do. It was a limit break on one side. He turns around and you use the limit break on the other. And you always get the Titan Bangle.
Woo!
I looked it up on boss fights. You always get the items they drop.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. There are some things, though, that you can only steal once. Ever.
That's
So if
just
you don't-
pure evil.
Right? And there's
Pure
there's
evil.
a couple of... There's actually a whole FAQ for things that you can miss in this game. That you can miss forever. And the reason why I waited to farm that spider web is there's only one other spot where you can get it, and it's difficult to get. So that's the
Right,
easiest.
because this is earlier in the game. It's easier
Right.
to get. Why is it in parentheses?
It's
Because he can't speak.
Well, no, you pick which one he's gonna do. It doesn't say which dialogue choice. It's kind of like,
That's weird.
sarcastic, serious, sad.
So it's just relegated to the stupid Fallout 4 system. Hate newspapers.
I think whichever one I pick, I can maybe go on a date with there's a date later on in the game that it can either go with Tifa, Barrett, or Aerith, and depending on which options you pick or who you talk to at different times, determines who you go on a date with.
He's like the Emperor falling down the shaft.
Unlimited power.
Anakin, help me.
What's our time frame on this? Because there's one more thing I got to do, and then there's a save point that should be coming up.
44.
Oh, okay. So that's good. That should be around. By the time I get to the save point, it should be about an hour.
Penis.
Oh, that's Cloud talking to himself. Sort of. Oops. Oh, well, that's not important.
So, is it Sephiroth to Cloud as Smeagol is to Gollum?
Sort of.
Kills them. Kills them both.
He is inside his head, but he is like Sephiroth and Cloud are two distinct people.
Nah.
But there is a part of Sephiroth inside of Cloud. The roof and the flower bed. They can't see you hump in the air. Oh, so what's her name gonna be?
Huh?
Deathy?
I thought we already established the name.
Suicide-y. Oh, what, her name?
Michelin Man.
Michelin? Oh, so, okay, so her name's gonna be Michelin. That's right, we did call So Michelin?
Yep.
All right. There's no spot for man, but
Yeah.
So they do blink. So one of the things I noticed, if you look at her eyes, they blink in these different scenes. And that was something I saw on the PC, and I was wondering, do they also do that in the PS version? Apparently they do. You can see them blink.
Blink.
Blink, 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 blink. See, they gave me back to full health and everything, which is nice of them. I'm gonna pick the second.
How did he
option
end up here?
He fell off the thing and fell through the church roof.
There was a church below a fucking power plant?
Oh, right. So the way that the Midgar works is that there's an upper plate where like the factories are and like the city is, and then beneath all of that are the slums of all the people who live
Like
in the
churches.
Well, I mean, opiate of the masses. You were the slum drunk. That actually doesn't count against you for saying that. I did. I bought a flower from her.
Get any materia?
But yes, the slums are below.
like
They're
slanging
relegated
drugs.
to the place where there's all the pollution and the darkness that lives below.
Darkness.
Right? It's good for absolutely nothing. That's not foreshadowing or anything.
Cryptic metaphor.
No, that's not a metaphor. It just it does nothing so long as it doesn't need to do anything.
Of course.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Well, as it stands now, it doesn't need to be used. As events unfold, the
Yes,
material
yes,
does
yes.
nothing. Bitch, I hate your flowers.
Didn't even look like flowers. Fucking clovers.
I can't like walk onto them.
Just weeds.
They're not. Yeah, right. They're not even that pretty. I wonder if I can run away. Never tried to do this before. Oh, I can't. It just won't let me exit.
That was a weird burp.
It felt like
Sounded as if a penguin was gargling some fish guts.
It felt like it should have been a beer burp, but I haven't had any beer. It kind of tasted like a beer burp, but mostly garlicky pizza. Yeah, I make weird noises with my face. Michelin.
It was the only way they were able to do a dress.
And it fits too.
Just a bunch of tires stacked on top of each other.
Oh, look at the weird kerning on that eye. It
right?
Looks like Michelin.
Michelin, man.
Okay,
Michelin.
good. The kerning's fixed in that. That would piss me off.
No, I would just call it Michelin.
Michelin.
Michelin, man.
God, why was the kerning so weird? The name's Omniphallus.
Omniphallus.
I'm covered in dicks.
I am the old dick.
The old dick. Omniphallus.
Omniphallus. No, that's his father.
His father, One-Eyed Willie, the Omniphallus. You do everything right. Oh yeah.
Everybody get it.
And
We'll always love you.
she'll date you once if you bodyguard her. Kind of a weird payment, isn't it? That's him thumbing his nose and then
Is it?
and then scratching. Oh, I just thumbed my glasses. That sucks.
There goes my day.
That uniform. You're part of the Turks. That's what they're
The
called.
Turkish military.
Yes, the Turkish military.
There's no other Earth entity on here except the Turks.
The Turks. Oh, so here's an important thing. Everybody pronounces his name Reno until the movies came out, or like pronunciations came
Rhino?
out. Yes, that's Rhino. It's meant to be Reno, so like R-E, as in it rhymes with cello. So it's Reno.
Renault, isn't that a French name? And isn't it usually spelled
Well,
A-U-L-T?
Well, it's supposed to be Leno, but it's Japanese, so
Renault.
so it comes out Reno.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Just like there's a guy whose name is spelled T-S-E-N-G, and it's supposed to be pronounced Sung instead of Sang. For whatever reason, the Turks just have weird names.
Istanbul to Constantinople, Istanbul to Constantinople, at Turkish delight on a moonlit night.
I always wonder who he's talking about there.
Nuclear eyes?
Yeah, because every member of Soldier, if they're high enough rank, you get injected with Mako, which makes your eyes glow. But
Your
I think
nuclear
Aerith-
eyes are like factories far away, where the paralytic dreams that we all seem to
You're just gonna
keep
sing
drive
her.
on engines till they weep will. Rain's falling like rhinestones from the sky. I'm sorry, your Mako eyes are like factories far away.
Factories far away. Reactors far away.
Reactors.
Well,
Factory works too.
yeah, I suppose, but they're not creating the energy. They're siphoning it from the planet, which is why
We all
Avalanche
doing
exists.
that, man. We're not creating energy when we have oil refineries. We're just harnessing it from the planet.
That's actually one of the messages that's kind of lost in She's just dead now. That's how Aerith dies.
Why did everyone make a big deal out of that? It's just some random flower girl.
No, there's more to it, obviously.
I mean, obviously. We're comedians. Haha.
Ho, 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 ho.
Hey, hey, hey.
So you can fight them, but there's a neat little thing you can do up here. If I don't accidentally get into a fight or just run away.
I'm guessing
like a
those
coward.
amorphous blobs are barrels.
Yes.
That was oddly precise.
Right?
Was it filled with lead or something? You just immediately
Straight
downwards.
down. Filled with dead church mice.
The same density as depleted uranium.
Apparently. Oh, I'm gonna do a fight here. That's stupid. Up on
Is
the
the
church
fight
raptors.
church mice?
No, it's
Church birds?
yes, church.
Oh, those
birds.
are church
It's
dinosaurs. Sorry.
hedgehog pies.
Hedgehog pies?
Hedgehog pies. That's what
Why are they
called.
called?
I don't know. All the, there's almost nothing in this game that the
Makes
naming
sense
convention
for
for
its
them,
name.
right? Yeah. See, like by the time I got here in my version, I already had the second limit break for Cloud because I used it on one of the hedgehog fights. Because I
But
fucked it.
Spurgle, this is your version as well.
It's true. While I'm doing this, I'm also playing it on the PC because I can.
Yeah, because everyone loves to play the exact same game twice. Oh!
That's just how much I'll play these games, how much I enjoy them.
Yeah. Irk. Fucking Donkey Kong up in this bitch.
I'm Donkey Kong, motherfuckers! I really wish
Please dunk that one. Hopefully it goes on
this
Eris.
one right here,
It goes on Eris,
or
right?
this one here. This one.
Whatever
one here-
goes on Eris.
None of them does, unfortunately.
Boo! Call this an RPG
Well,
with
here,
choices.
I'll show you what happens when you do it wrong. Because you're supposed to do that one. Instead, I'll do this one.
Menace, what are you doing?
So now I have to fight this guy as her. Hopefully I don't die and lose. They're not that bad.
Not with your flower power.
Shouldn't be too bad. She's... Oh, I forgot
What the
there's
hell
a
is she
dog.
holding?
A rod. A staff.
A carbon rad.
An inanimate carbon rod. What's that dog doing?
I like that sound effect.
Tom! And I didn't even give her magic yet, so this is going to take a while.
Bong. Yeah,
Okay, thankfully they made the enemies weak as shit, so the chances of dying are extraordinarily low. To the point of
shit.
To the point you look at that, he did fucking 1 damage. To the point it'd have to be extraordinarily incompetent.
That's extraordinarily. So you just crit there?
Yeah. The animation is different, and there's the flash.
Red flash instead of a blue.
And the noise. There's all sorts of little signs. Like, hey.
I'm surprised she's able to even pick up that rod with how fucking skinny her arms are.
Muscles don't exist in this game.
What are you talking about? Look at those Popeye arms.
Those are just his arm protuberances.
Protuberances. Yeah, this is cancer.
Yep, he's got arm tumors. Did I really just get into another fight?
More hedgehog pies.
Probably. I think that's the only thing you can run into up here.
These things look too fat and unbalanced to be on rafters. What the
Right?
fuck is this shit?
I think they are supposed to be rats. They just couldn't. They just animated them poorly. Can't believe I'm going to use a limit break on these things.
Why are you using the limit break?
Because there's no fight that's coming up, and I want to get his next limit.
Ah,
so
yeah, right. You gotta level it up.
Gotta use it to upgrade it.
Is there a burn status effect in this game?
No.
That sucks.
Right. There's just different elements you can be weak to.
Right.
On the other one that I'm running, I just added fire to his attack. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Wow, that happened the frame before the cutscene.
Interesting. I was wondering what the game was gonna do there.
Right. I'm just gonna fucking leave her behind.
Fucking Greg Louganis off of that cathedral. Swan dive right into the concrete.
Under that fucking pillar that's down there in the corner.
Remember me how I lived, not how I died.
Michelin, save me. So the Turks are trying to kidnap her. Trying.
And force Sharia law on her.
Yeah. So they're trying to kidnap her. Cloud decides to go and help her since he fell into her church.
I actually don't know what the political state of Istanbul is right now.
No idea.
It's
something to Google, I suppose.
Nope.
Nope.
Look, we Google pertinent, relevant information. We don't.
Like Kirk-Aziz or whatever the shit.
Yes. We don't Google stupid shit like the political state of Turkmenistan.
Turkmenistan. Is it Turkmenistan?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think that's another country.
Probably. Sounds like if it's not, it should be with the name as extravagant as Turkmenistan.
Yes. It's the sister state of Azerbaijan.
Yeah, she's lying here. She knew someone else who was in Soldier.
Lying bitch.
Yep.
Throw her off that roof at this moment.
I mean, would you talk about like a dead...
What's wrong with his hair?
I don't know. It's glitchy as shit on his face. Would you talk about a dead girlfriend or ex or something?
She's a lesbian, huh?
I meant you. I was referring to you. I mean, would you talk about a dead ex-boyfriend?
I ain't gay.
There's no winning. Well, there we go. There's the save point. We're right about an hour, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So that works out. I figured that to be about the time frame. And look, 2 hours and 7 minutes.
Woo!
Perfect timing.
So you wanted to end on 2 hours and 7 minutes, huh?
Well, I wanted to go... I wanted it to go for another hour, about an hour apiece for these, unless we wanted them to go longer.
That's what I'm saying. 2 hours apiece, we might be able to get this done over.
Well, that might be good, but we're gonna have to do it some other time when we have more digital space, because
right.
We're running low. So, for now, anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this episode 2 of the Final Fantasy VII playthrough by a couple of jerks. Have a good night, folks.
Bye.
I want my money back.